Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with an update on the Not So Resilient Jenkins. I want to specifically talk about the Jenkins kids going back to school. They are late going back to school, and I was very concerned that Steph might try to go the homeschooling route. She's not going to do that, which I'm very grateful for. But she did share that they went back to school, and I just want to talk about kind of the timeline and what they could have missed already. But we're gonna go over it, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so just so that you have a date early on in this video, Portland schools started on Tuesday, August 26th. So they're going back to school a week late, which is obviously very concerning because the first week of school is really important. You get out with a new fresh start. You meet your teachers, you can reconnect with your friends and your classmates, and it's vital for kids to be there when school starts. I don't understand why you would hold your children back for over a week, considering that on literally the Portland government school website, the first day of school, Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. So the video that she posted sharing that it was the first day of the kids going back to school, she says that she's going to be a day behind or a day ahead when I'm posting school mornings. A day ahead? How can you film in the future, dummy? But either way, let's just say that it was a day behind. So she posted this basically this morning. Then that means that her kids went back to school. Maybe, if I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, they went back on the 3rd. But we're still talking about them being over a week late going back to school. Why is that? She also shared a couple of days ago these photos of the kids outside of the shelter room here. And so I'm going to go ahead, and I could be wrong, and I will correct myself if I'm wrong, but I'm going to say that they went back to school the 3rd. If I'm being really generous, I would say the 2nd, but I think that it was Wednesday, September 3rd. Let's just say that it was the 2nd. Okay, it's still a week late. You're still not putting your kids at school on the first day of school.
Why is it gotta be like this every fucking year? They're excited to go to school, and I'm excited for them, and I carry that excitement like till the minute they walk in the door. And then I get home and I fall apart because this is just another year that's gonna go so fast. It's like you drop them off their first day of school, one kid, and then you pick them up a completely different kid at the end of the year, every year, and you just have to like mentally be prepared for that, as a parent. And this summer was especially difficult because we're in a motel. At this point we were all like, I can't wait to get back to school routine and just have some routine to our day. But the minute I can't hear them just non-stop noise in here, I already feel empty. What is with that?
Vegetables to be prepared for the first day of school. Guess what I never get to? Isn't it wonderful? It's fine, Bella. We can get creative. Yay. You guys needed some actual. Wow. What's that? Not fucking with that something.
That's totally not song.
How do you know that's the video?
Really close to your phone. Melissa's so cute and I can't wait till she's singing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel a couple of ways about this. I'm glad that she's not going to go the homeschooling route because let's be honest, like Steph is too lazy to homeschool her kids. So the reason I was concerned about that was because I thought homeschool would be a label and they would just be stuck in the shelter room, not learning anything, and Steph would, call people a bunch of haters when questions started to arise. So I'm glad that they're going back to school. I think that it gives them a set schedule. They can talk to their friends. Teachers can keep an eye on these kids. Steph and Drew have CPS on them. So that combined with these kids going back to school where outsiders can also pay attention to what's going on, I think is in the best interest of the kids. Now, the other post that she shared is that she is sharing with people. It almost gets me tongue-tied. She is resetting their shelter room bathroom to finally potty train the toddler. And I've talked about this a long time on numerous different videos. Stop showing the internet potty training videos. Nobody needs to see your potty training videos. Nobody needs to see the steps that you're using or what you're doing. Parents were able to potty train their children long before the internet was a thing. And we certainly don't need to see you, of all people, giving advice or wisdom to anybody.
The place's dust and stuff accumulates when you're all shoved in one room, I swear. But on a positive note, the shower does get used quite often throughout the day, so that stays pretty clean. So I don't know what the rest of y'all keep your toothbrushes in, but we keep them in these cups, and then every so often I have to clean them out, which I mean you should be doing that anyways, but the stuff that I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Stuff that accumulates at the bottom from the dripping of your toothbrush, I mean, you should be... I'm just saying, take care of your friggin' toothbrushes and where you keep them because that just gets nasty. And generally, I think the recommendation is to change your toothbrush out every 3 months. But since we got in this motel, I've been switching them out every month. I've been keeping up on this stuff because we're all so crammed in here. But let's move on because I'm super excited that my baby is already showing signs that he's ready to potty train. I didn't necessarily expect it this soon, but I guess 2.5 makes sense. This is my first time potty training a boy. Sorry. And congrats to you if you were able to potty train your kiddo sooner. This is just when my baby started to show signs that he's ready. And to my surprise, after I got the seat all set up, he was actually willing to sit there for an extended time. He would sit there for 10 minutes at a time and just chill. And then he'd get back up, do his thing. I set a timer. I'm trying to set every 30 minutes to an hour. Like I said, this is new to me. I've never potty trained a boy. And the girls, they kind of just followed my lead, so they were kind of easy to potty train. Now, it may seem like I was cleaning this toilet forever, but I just really wanted to make sure that it was thoroughly clean before he started this potty training journey. I mean, you can imagine with 5 asses sitting on this toilet every day, now about to be 6. I'm generally doing a deep clean on this bathroom, cleaning the toilet and the sink at least every 2 days. And go on and judge me how the fuck I clean the floor. That's how I do it. You do what you do. Because yes, I do have a mop, and yes, I use it, but sometimes it's just easier to just go this whole rag situation. Did y'all catch the fact that I brought back the slides? Because them Crocs were just not it. They kept giving me freaking blisters.
She also posted this. It really just made me laugh. She shares a screenshot and says, "First, all these ladies are gorgeous, and next, I really hope one day I can do collabs with some other creators that aren't intimidated to be tied to my name. Just saying. I see so many mamas giving endless love and support to each other, and I love that for them. But it's pretty easy to see no one wants to be associated with myself or Drew. That's cool. I still don't mind. Just keep praying it turns around. I don't even comment on creators' posts if it's a creator that I have a lot of respect for, because I don't want them to receive negative attention because I am a supporter of theirs." Again, I really try to not be a broken record, but things could have changed long ago for Steph. I don't want to hear about the praying. I don't want to hear about it's God's plan. I don't want to hear about, oh, we just have to wait it out and y'all don't deserve to know what's going on even though we are our children. Y'all don't need to know because we're talking about that behind the scenes. Things could have changed. And all that we've gotten is animal abuse, child abuse, clickbait, rage bait, fake breakups, evictions, shelter room tours, and some nasty cooking videos. Those are all choices. And now she also has this. This was just released, and she's got this new group of where people, mamas can vent, and it's a support page, Resilient Mamas Support and Chat. So one thing about Steph is she's going to do everything but go get a job. She's going to do everything but go seek something outside of the shelter room to do better. But I wanted to make this video to talk about the back to school thing. It's good and it's bad, because the late start is not great, but I am glad that they are back, and I hope that something crazy doesn't happen and she pulls them out of school, because I put nothing past her. But I think that's it for tonight. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.